Buying a Gulfstream G700 sounds like the pinnacle of success, an $80 million flying mansion that can cross oceans in silence and style. But what if I told you that buying the jet is the cheapest part? Because in 2025, owning a G700 is like running a private airline. Every hour it flies, your wallet takes off too. From hiring elite pilots and flight attendants, to fuel bills that can rival a luxury car's price per trip, hangar costs that look like rent on a Manhattan penthouse, and maintenance that never sleeps. This isn't just a jet. It's a full-time financial ecosystem. Today, we're breaking down the real cost of owning the world's most advanced private jet, and why only a handful of billionaires can truly afford to keep one in the sky. Buckle up, the numbers might surprise you. Imagine stepping into a jet where the floor feels like a five-star hotel suite, but you're 51,000 feet in the sky. The Gulfstream G700 isn't just a jet. It's a flying mansion stretching over 109 feet in length with a 56-foot-long cabin. That's the longest cabin in private aviation today. Inside, you get 5 living zones. Think, a private stateroom with a real bed, a cinema-style entertainment lounge, a 6-seat dining or meeting area, and a fully equipped galley that puts most kitchens to shame. Oh, and yes, there's even a full-size shower on board. The headroom? Over 6 feet 3 inches tall and nearly 8 feet wide. You can stand up, stretch out, and walk from one luxury zone to the next without ever ducking. And the windows, 20 of them, aren't just big. They're the largest in business aviation, letting in so much natural light. You almost forget you're in a jet doing 600 miles per hour. Every surface, stitch, and screen inside the G700 is customizable. Leather seats, hardwood flooring, mood lighting, real wood veneers, custom stitching. If you want it, Gulfstream will probably say yes. But here's the thing. This flying hotel suite is just the beginning. In the next segment, we're lifting the hood because it takes some serious firepower to move a palace through the stratosphere. So, how do you move a 109-foot luxury palace through thin air at nearly the speed of sound? You strap 2 Rolls-Royce Pearl 700 engines to the back, each producing over 18,250 pounds of thrust. That's 36,000 plus pounds of raw power, engineered to push the G700 to a top speed of Mach 0.935, just shy of breaking the sound barrier. But speed isn't the only flex. This jet can cruise at 51,000 feet, above commercial traffic, weather, and even most turbulence. And with a range of 7,500 nautical miles, it can fly nonstop from New York to Hong Kong, or London to Buenos Aires, without refueling. The Pearl 700 engines aren't just powerful, they're smart. Built with ultra-efficient combustion tech, they reduce fuel burn and emissions while maintaining whisper-quiet operation inside the cabin. It's muscle with manners. And just in case you're wondering, yes, the G700 has some of the best climb performance in its class. From wheels up to cruising altitude in minutes, this thing climbs like a rocket and glides like a Rolls. But while the G700 is built to move fast and far, the real brains are up front where the pilots sit. And what's in the cockpit? It's straight up science fiction. Step inside the G700's cockpit and you won't find a traditional flight deck. You'll find something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Gulfstream calls it the Symmetry Flight Deck, and it's one of the most advanced cockpits ever installed on a business jet. The first thing you'll notice? 10 touchscreen displays. Almost everything, from engine monitoring to lighting, is managed through sleek, intuitive touch panels, reducing clutter and giving pilots full control with fewer switches and more smarts. Now, let's talk vision. The G700 features Synthetic Vision System, SVS. It digitally reconstructs terrain and obstacles, even in zero visibility, so pilots can literally see through clouds, fog, or darkness. Add in the Enhanced Flight Vision System, EFVS, with night vision infrared cameras, and you've got a cockpit that sees more than the human eye ever could. And here's the flex. The G700 is certified for single pilot landing using vision systems. Yes, this jet can safely land even when the weather says no. Even the controls feel futuristic. The G700 uses active control side sticks, which provide tactile feedback to pilots and sync in real time. That means both pilots always know what the other is doing. No surprises, just seamless teamwork. All of this means less pilot workload, more situational awareness, and maximum safety. It's not just about flying. It's about flying smarter, safer, and smoother than ever. And as smart as the cockpit is, the back of the plane is where things get really personal. Owning a Gulfstream G700 isn't just about affording the jet. It's about maintaining a machine that flies at nearly Mach 0.935, climbs to 51,000 feet, and crosses oceans with ease. That kind of performance? It burns money at jet speed. Let's start with fuel. The G700 burns roughly 450 to 500 gallons of Jet A per hour. At an average of 7 per gallon, that's 3,500 per hour in fuel alone. On a 10-hour intercontinental flight, you're looking at 35,000 to 50,000 just to fill the tanks. Then there's scheduled maintenance. Gulfstream offers its plane-wise support program, but even with that, expect $1 to $2 million per year in upkeep. Everything from tire changes to avionics checks to deep engine diagnostics adds up, and fast. A single engine inspection can cost 6 figures. Speaking of engines, the G700 uses Rolls-Royce Pearl 700 turbofans, each delivering 18,250 pounds of thrust. These are cutting-edge, ultra-efficient power plants, but they're also incredibly complex. Engine overhauls can cost millions over the aircraft's lifetime. Add in navigation database subscriptions, flight planning software, cabin connectivity services like Ka-band Wi-Fi, up to $10,000 a month, and your annual operating budget easily crosses $3 to $4 million, even if you're flying modest hours. And if something goes wrong mid-flight, Gulfstream has global support, but emergency repairs in remote areas can mean flying in parts and mechanics at a cost that makes first-class tickets look like pocket change. Bottom line, every hour the G700 spins in the air could cost you anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000, depending on usage, location, and service plans. Let's say you finally bought a Gulfstream G700 for around $80 million. Congrats. But just like a car, jets lose value fast. In the first 3 to 5 years, your G700 could depreciate by 15 to 20 million loss before you even consider selling it. Now, let's talk insurance. Insuring a G700 is no small feat. You'll pay anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000 per year, depending on how often you fly, where you fly, and your cruise experience. Some underwriters even require minimum flight hours or specific training standards just to approve coverage. Speaking of crew, the G700 isn't something you fly solo. You'll need at least 2 highly experienced pilots, certified for ultra-long-range jets. Each could earn $150,000 to $250,000 per year, and that's conservative. Add a flight attendant trained in safety, luxury service, and emergency medical protocols. That's another $80,000 to $120,000 annually. And don't forget training costs. Your pilots and crew will require regular simulator time, recurrent training, and Gulfstream-specific certifications. That's another $50,000 to $100,000 plus per year, depending on the program. So, before the G700 even leaves the hangar, your human resources bill alone could be nearing $500,000 per year. But where are you parking this beauty? Owning a Gulfstream G700 means you're playing in the big leagues, and that includes where you park it. Let's start with hangar space. A jet this size, nearly 99 feet long with a 103-foot wingspan, needs a specialized hangar. In a high-demand metro area like LA, NYC, or London, that could cost you $100,000 to $300,000 per year, depending on location and availability. Want your own private hangar? Be ready to spend several $1,000,000 building or leasing one. Next up, landing and airport fees. Every time your G700 touches down, there's a fee. Landing at a major international airport like Teterboro or LAX could cost you $500 to $1,500 per landing, depending on the airport class, weight of the jet, and time of day. Multiply that by frequent travel, and you're looking at tens of thousands annually just to land. But here's where it gets interesting: access. Not every airport accommodates ultra-long-range jets like the G700. You'll need longer runways, typically over 6,000 feet, advanced ground support, and even noise-compliance certifications to land in certain urban or international hubs. Oh, and customs clearance? International flights require pre-clearance and sometimes additional service fees, especially for private terminals, FBOs. Bottom line, just getting your G700 from point A to point B includes a hidden layer of logistics, permissions, and premium-level costs. But the real wallet burner? That's what happens once the engine starts spinning. So, after all the features, the performance, and the hidden costs, is the Gulfstream G700 really worth it? For some, it's the ultimate time machine, trading millions for minutes saved. For others, it's an expensive dream that's better rented than owned. But one thing's certain, this jet isn't just about flying. It's about flying first, flying far, and flying in a league of your own. If you found this video valuable, drop a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more cinematic deep dives into the world of private aviation. Until then, keep your eyes on the skies.